Hey, everybody. Good morning. Happy birthday, Dr. Martin Luther King. Today is it's your real birthday. And just let me see your transcript. My favorite history teacher. The sirens, I'm outside, walking boy, or maybe live. It's going to be at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is in about 10 minutes. Summary of why and how Jaguar Wright was arrested. Basically, yesterday, and I have created a playlist for you in the chat because it's a lot going on, girl. It's a lot going on. I told my best friend offline, and she was shocked. She was blown away. Yeah, it's so many clips, and what I did, I watched. Shout out to King World 2020 and Kulu live streaming because they've been actually for like the last week have been talking about the fact that Jaguar was hanging out with former members of Carbon Nation, which was Shaka and Soular. And Soular right now, his girlfriend, who was the former wife of Nature Boy, he was the head of the cult that Soular used to be in. The only reason why Soular is no longer in the cult is because the leader is in jail. Okay, he went after that. He went to Mexico with some of the members. Then he hooked up with Jenae, and they were going to be Love Solar, this couple on YouTube. Then they broke up like 2 months ago, and then he went and got with Velvet, who is the like I said, Nature Boy's ex-wife. Then they broke up 2 weeks later. He's been and then somehow he went from Ohio, where he was um with Velvet. He hooked up with Shaka, and then they all hooked up with um um Jaguar. And I'm over here looking like, what the hell? And I thought they were with each other for a week. No, 2 weeks. So when his girlfriend kicked him out, he had to go find him a place to stay. King World told Jaguar about, hey, living life to the fullest. Um, King World 2020 told Jaguar on Bigo about Nature Boy. But guess what? There were other members of Carbon Nation who were on Bigo, okay, talking about Nature Boy. She even interviewed or talked to Nature Boy on Bigo. So, tell her how long she been in contact with them people all this damn time. Okay? And then since because Solar is homeless, he a homosexual, okay? Um, he's over there. Shaka went somewhere on a trip somewhere. Maybe back to Mexico, I don't know. But for the last week, we still see Jaguar and her husband. They call him Gumba, but his real name is Gerald Johnson. You still see them all hanging out together. So I'm looking at all the videos. I was on almost on everybody damn chant yesterday. Everybody. I was on King World. I was on Kulu live streaming. I was on seandavieway. I was on the official King Pain. Now King World and Kulu live streaming and have been uh, reporting on, also the T have been reporting on carbonation for years. Years. And seandavieway and official King Pain interviewed Jaguar. Right. Okay. and her husband. So it's like the carbonation sector and sorry y'all, the carbonation sector and the celebrity tea sector have merged right now. So it's just a oh my goodness. And I did in now there are some short videos in the playlist. I'm gonna say right now, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Okay, because right now what is happening? I believe it was Friday night. Basically, um, if you go to Official King Payne's Instagram, he is on there with Jaguar and Soular, and Jaguar is basically telling everybody that her husband was arrested for domestic violence, right? And everybody's like, "Oh my God!" And Soular was there trying to protect her. And hey, Mikey XF23, living life to the fullest. I wonder about that too. I wonder about that too. And so I'm believing her, and other people are making all kind of videos. The people that and by the way, Jaguar Wright has skipped from several different YouTubers channels. Tasha K, Nosy Ho. She fell out with both of them. Then she's on seandavieway. I think she may have fell out with either Armand Wiggins or Stone Monroe before, and so now she's cool with seandavieway and Official King Payne. So they basically were really like getting it from the sources the last 2 days. Okay. Um, King World and Kulu live streaming, they're good for the history, like where it all started from. So that's why I have the playlist is in it goes from oldest to newest. So if you want to go to the first video, I think that's King World 2020, go to the 1 hour, 28-minute mark and just look at the next 5 or 10 minutes and you'll see, he'll show you like, oh, okay, I see, they dated together. And I forget it's another video. I need to go in and put timestamps if I have time. Because I'm trying to look at the time. Because I've been on carbonation and celebrity tea stuff the last couple of days and sector stuff. Today I need to get back on my Black church stuff. So but anyway, yeah, so she's explaining to Official King Payne, and his expressions, I love him. Y'all go make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. He's listening to the both of them, but his expressions on his face is telling us something totally different. Then later on, and then Jaguar starts crying during the interview in the car. I love my husband. I would want him to get help. He put the gun. He was starting to shoot. He was waving. And at first, I didn't see no tears. But then I guess, a little, face got a little wet. And then, Soular over there being an enabler because he ain't got no goddamn house, no place to stay. And them two asses is in the car. But guess what, y'all? The whole story about the whole domestic violence incident turns out to be false. It all changes within 24 hours. So basically, we found out from the husband, okay, the next day, he said he was not arrested. There was no arrest. That's what I kept saying. Like when they were talking, I was like, it's two sides to the story, right? It's two sides to the story. So the husband, the next day, this is what happened. Like yesterday, a lot of the stories didn't have the husband got arrested. They all kind of changed, or maybe people deleted it or privated it. All the headlines was like Jaguar Wright is arrested. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And shout out to AT2. Shout out to AT2. He was the first one that I saw who reported it. And after that, I put his link in the chat too. And I went to the other channels to see if they had videos and everything. And I was watching the video. Well, there's two different videos out with different points of view. There's one from the point of view of Jaguar, and there's another point of view of someone who is there. Okay, so The first video I saw, trigger warning. She basically, okay, it's from Jaguar's video. Someone screenshot Jaguar's video from Instagram. Okay. So the one from Instagram, I don't know if that's even there. She's yelling in front of this what do you call it? Shopping center. And there's a barbershop. So the husband was at the barbershop. Thanks, Lindsay. Thanks. I need to do that too. Hey, VS speaks royally. Because I was thinking to myself, yeah, I didn't need to know. I was trying to figure out where they in Dallas, Atlanta, or Louisiana. Because then I can go on if it's Dallas, I can go on to Tarrant County and look him up, because I didn't know his name until I finally got his name. But then, like the next day, the whole thing changed. But the video on Saturday shows Jaguar getting arrested. She is on the ground. She's cursing, being loud, and they are arresting her and put her into the police car. Now, I see another video where basically Jaguar and Soular are outside the barbershop. Her husband's in the barbershop. Okay. Mind you, they were in a car. The two of them were in a car the previous Freeport, Louisiana. Somehow there was an issue on the road, and she chose to go with Soular, and her husband chose to go home. So all night, while they're trying to get from wherever they were between Shreveport, Louisiana, back to Dallas, the two of them, Jaguar, you got two people who haven't been sleeping. Then they out. Foolishness for what it is, right? I'm sorry, I got your boy. Then, which the husband in hindsight shouldn't have said, he was like, well, then come on over here then. Well, they actually went on over there. But the video I saw, Jaguar getting out the car, all confrontational, like Soular taking out his goddamn phone. I guess from his days in carbonation, he remembered how to film everything. And so by this time, Jaguar husband is tired, and so he's like, get away from my wife. So he goes to, I guess, confront or put pause on Soular, and then Soular and him end up scuffling the ground. And basically, Jaguar Wright husband is whooping Soular ass. Soular over there talking about, brother, we ain't gotta fight. I love you. I'm like, oh my goodness. Here he is with that goddamn shit from carbonation. Yeah, he was the bullshit from carbonation. Bald-headed men also go there to get their beards done. And they get their head shaved. My uncle used to shave his own head, but some men go to the barbershop to get their head shaved. And they get the full makeup not makeup, but like they get the beard done and trimmed, and they get all this stuff. So, oh yeah, let me get to that part, because I'm trying to go in chronological order of I didn't watch the videos in chronological order, but then once I understood and I found a video that had I need to find a video that has all of it in sequence, or at least I might have to make one. Okay. So basically they're fighting now, and Jaguar actually goes to hit her husband and say, stop hitting him. Get off my I'm like, bitch, I'm thinking in my head, bitch, that ain't your nephew. That ain't your nephew. But I was like, okay. So, and I'm thinking like, and then she's still getting mad. And I guess either someone Soular his phone dropped or someone took it. And then she starts cursing at everybody. And then the people in the barbershop are like, hey, can't come in here, can't come in here, can't come in here. So she goes back to her car. She's huffing and puffing. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Then she's like looking at the camera. Somehow, I'm gonna drive. She's like, I'm gonna drive. Let's get in the car. Get in the car. And so Soular actually like, no, we shouldn't drive right now. You shouldn't drive right now. I can drive. No, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna drive. And he's like, no, you're not gonna drive. You're not gonna drive. And then she's like, do you have your phone? He's like, no, they have my phone. But he's like, well, go get your phone. If not, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna whoop their ass, and I'm gonna drive my car in it. Like, she's like, to me, it's manic. I'm trying to figure out, is this a psychotic episode? This is a drug bender? Is it the alcohol? Is it she possessed by witches, which Soular said she was and told her husband that? Or is it all three? Because something is wrong with this lady. It's something that's wrong, right? So, and I feel like Soular is an enabler anyway, because that's what he did when he was coronation. He enabled Nature Boy. He was the number 2 in command. So while he went off to get the phone, she's blowing the horn. Beep, 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 beep. Then all of a sudden, she says something about her dead son, gets out with a box. But when she gets out with the box, she turns her camera around to the front so you can see her. She goes outside, gets in the box that has her dead son's ashes, and starts throwing it on people, y'all. Throwing it on people. Then people started running and trying to get away from her and go inside. And then somehow she got back in the car, and she's like looking at and then she switches the camera back around, and she's like, and she's looking crazy. She's looking crazy. And I'm just thinking like, here comes Soular. And then she's like, oh, y'all crazy. Y'all this. Y'all don't love me. Y'all don't love me. And then Soular's up there saying like, no, they love you. They love you. And then he's like, no bad juju, no bad juju. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Dude, call the ambulance. She needs an ambulance to take her to a hospital. Because by that time, somebody called the popos on it. I'm just like, and then she smears her son's ashes. Y'all don't care about me. Y'all don't care about me. Y'all don't care about me. She takes a handful of her son's ashes and smears it on her own face, y'all. Then Soular enabling an ass, right? He gonna smear some of it on his face too. And I'm just like, yep, the ashes. Hey, Betty yelling. Betty said, see, Betty, you saw the whole thing. And I was like, and I had to see that a couple of times. Because I kept saying to myself, no, they and at first I was like, they acted. But then I was like, wait a minute. I don't think she's acting. Now, Soular, he probably seen shit like this before. He's doing his enabling manipulative job because he's a homosexual. He ain't got no place to stay. And right now, Jaguar's husband is in the way. So by this time, the police is called. And some people was like, oh, you called the police on your husband. He's like, no, I didn't call the police on my husband. Somebody else called the police on my husband, on my wife. So by this time, in another video after that, I guess they must have gotten her out of the car. They've actually arrested Soular and her. But we see her being put on the floor, on the ground, and they're taken away. And then the husband on his camera, he switches around. He's like, that's my wife. She came out here with Soular, that Carbonation Cult member who's married to Velvet. Hey, Muslim. And he's out here basically saying, you know, that Soular is manipulating his wife, and his wife needs help, and she came up here to beat me up, to hit at me at the barbershop. I didn't call the police on her, but someone else called the police on her. And I just hope they take her so she can get some help. Pray for y'all. Pray for her, y'all. Pray for her, y'all. And then he said something about something bad about Soular. And then he looked at the camera. He said, "Hey, King World, 2020, something about him being right." Did he say he's gonna send him something? I gotta find the video and put them all together. A breakdown, psychotic break, something put in her water or her drink or something. And by the way, I want you to look at the pictures that is up there on the thumbnail. Those are actually pictures from her Instagram. Those are pictures from her Instagram. No, I'm saying, okay? All right, I'm gonna show you something. So, and then Soular asked, because, you know, he homeless and shit. He's like going live at the bus station. Then Official King Payne talks to him, and he's listening to he's letting Soular just talk, right? But at the same time, trying to get him some money so he can get a hotel because he's at the bus station. He homeless. Okay, but Soular got all this shit to talk about her husband. So yeah, he's in that house. That house is dirty. That's not Jaguar's house. Jaguar's house is great. It's wonderful. Okay, sir, you don't have a house to go to. And so for me, it makes it clear you are over there causing. There probably was already division between Jag and her husband, but you over there causing more shit to happen. And you trying to get him out the way so you can have a spot to stay. Okay, so Soular like did 2 different lives. I think Instagram live. One was at the bus station. He talked to Official King Payne, and another one he talked to Official King Payne again. He was in the dark at the fucking hotel, and then later on, Official King Payne, he comes back. But then guess who else pops up on the line? Is Gumba, aka what's known as Gerald Johnson. He comes up, and we hear a different part of the story that make a whole lot of damn sense. Okay, he said he was mad at Jag because of Soular, and he didn't like what he was doing in the house. He said his wife brought Soular into the bedroom. And Soular tried to say it wasn't sexual. She was just going to see to help her with something. But the husband was trying to make it seem like it was a sexual thing. And he said, I didn't want him there. I didn't want him to be there. And basically his wife chose to go with Soular instead of stay with him. Basically, that's what the whole thing was about. And as far as the gun situation was about, he said, she said, okay, according to the husband, okay, according to the husband. All right. According to the husband, well, I caught my thought. Yeah, and I wonder if that was why she was calling Soular her nephew. Like her nephew is a substitution for her son. And Soular, seeing that he ain't got no fucking place to stay, is ready to assume that damn role. It's 15 y'all in the chat, and it's 15 y'all in the chat, and it's 17 in the chat and 17 likes. Okay, so oh yeah, it was because okay, so like in the thumbnail, I'm trying to find it. I'm gonna put it on here. Okay, all right, I'm gonna put that there. I actually put them out of order because I was trying to get them all. Okay, so between Shreveport and Dallas, they went to get some crawfish or whatever. So this is the picture on her Instagram, and at the top on her Instagram it says first time in Shreveport, Louisiana, and they're getting crawfish, right? And they're at the crawfish place. Then Jag takes another picture, this time with her husband. Now look at his face. And so Mr. Johnson, she puts there, Mr. Johnson, where's my mud bug? That's another name for crawfish. We call them mud bugs. But I'm thinking, like, look at this man's face, woman. He do not want to be there. He probably thinking, like, why is this other motherfucker here? You know? And so, messy is an understatement at this point. This is a whole toxicity to the toxicity. Thank you. He looked pissed off. He's driving. He got Soular in the back. He got his wife on the right. They probably was in there singing songs and shit. He probably was upset. And then Soular gonna say, "Oh, this is what her husband did. This is how he was talking." I wanted to say, "Nigga, he probably doing that because you are there. He is upset. You are in the way." Exactly. That's what I mean. Why has my wife got this shit in my face? And he might have been okay with Soular being there first. He probably thought like, oh, Soular probably really gay and this is her good Judy. But no, when he was like that boy, then okay, so last night when Soular came back on, and I guess he must have went outside somewhere because he was like, I don't want to be up here with him if he's talking. Girl, boys and girls. Soular went up there first, then for Soular left. Then the husband went up there and he started explaining everything. And he said, but then he started kind of crazy too. Because he was like, oh yeah, how did this all start? He was like, oh, my wife got hexed or possessed by witches. And then he kept talking, and you know, some people are. I do think people get possessed or whatever, hexed by witches or whatever. But I'm thinking the witch. To be honest, I'm thinking the witch is Soular. That's what I'm thinking. And so the husband's like, well, she possessed. She got something wrong with her. But she got this old carbonation, whatever dude over here, and he's in my house. He's doing it. He's basically he's in the way. The husband's like, he's in the way. He says, me and my wife have our own issues. We got to work it out. I'm not a perfect man, but Soular is there and my wife is there and she wants to be him to be the personal assistant. And I guess they have a company called Philadelphia. And so, Jaguar is like telling the husband like, oh, he's my personal assistant. He's going to work for our company. And the husband's like, no. Then you remember we have to decide on that together. You're just not gonna hire someone and they're gonna be your assistant. He was absolutely mad. And then while he's telling his story, it's starting to all make sense to me. Like, oh, okay, because remember we've been hearing Jaguar and Soular for a whole 24 hours before we even heard her husband's side of everything. And it's just like, oh, okay, this makes sense. So you sound a little off. And they keep wanting to say he's the one that's off because he was a veteran. He got PTSD. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he probably does have PTSD. He needs counseling. But guess what? Him and his wife also need marriage counseling. His wife needs individual counseling. And what they also don't need is this carbonation wannabe Eligio II motherfucker in their fucking house, in their goddamn car. He got the go. I think they were like visiting people or something. I don't know, girl. I ain't gonna lie. They was traveling. They was whatever. And I think on the way, I guess when they're in Shreveport, and then they're on the way, because from Shreveport to Dallas is I-20 West. So they can get the mud bugs and then they can just go there, whatever. Yeah, her husband suffers from that. But I'm thinking like, you got a man with PTSD, a former veteran, and your wife obviously has grief and her own mental illness, and now you got a fucking ex-cult member who has not gone through religious trauma therapy. This is a combination for some toxic fuckery, and that's how Jaguar Wright ended up getting her ass arrested. She actually had to get arrested to be saved. They took her to the hospital. Because there are police once they are there. I know Houston has it, and I'm just going to assume Dallas has it too, because they're a big city and they, have resources like that. We have what's called CRT, crisis, some ERT, I forget what it is. And they're like the mental health police. You actually can call them and say, hey, look, I have a person over here, relative, friend, coworker, that is in a crisis. This is what is happening. And then you give them your name and your address and they show up. Or you could, if you're someone else, you can call 911 and you can say, hey, I think there's a person here with a mental problem doing something. Okay, thank you. I remember last year, a month ago, I don't know if it's bipolar or another mood disorder, but I think she actually has been hospitalized before and she was taking meds. Okay, carbonation does, yeah. So they probably have their own version of CRT. Most likely one of those people who got the fucking ashes thrown on them probably called the police and say, hey, there's a lady who threw some dirt and they're telling me it's ashes on me, and she's out there crying and shit and smearing the ashes on her face. They probably heard that, was like, oh, okay, we need to send out special police for that. Hey, also on Yumi too. And also Yumi too, she's covered carbonation too. A lot of the people that are in I put her video in the playlist as well. Let me put it back in the chat. Yeah, I'm just saying. But like I said, trigger warning. Because you basically the whole video is her. Some people want to say, oh, she's being cloned. Oh, they're taking her to get cloned. Conspiracy theorists. She must be in Christ. They must, because all the stuff she's saying about the industry, they're taking her to get cloned. No, they're taking her to the hospital. This woman was having I think it's a combination. She was having a mental episode, probably coupled with alcohol and possibly drugs episode. Yeah, but Osan Yumi, but who is the baby daddy? And can you tell me what video where she actually said she's pregnant with somebody's baby? I want to hear that out of her mouth, that she's pregnant. Like, yes, I'm pregnant with the baby. I need to hear that. Not people just saying like, oh, look at her stomach, or oh, look at her outfit. No, I want to know. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry to say this. Forgive me, Jesus in heaven. I think she might need to have an abortion. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Jesus. I'm sorry. You are a former cult member who put charges on the leader, and you got in a relationship with another member of the fucking cult, and y'all gonna bring a fucking baby in this fucking world. Ask God for forgiveness and to try this shit again. Oh, she 4 months? Okay, it's too late then. Now, I know somebody gonna clip that, whatever, but am I lying or am I wrong? Because we already see Velvet out here with 2 fucking kids still doing the same cult-like shit behavior. It makes me so mad. Don't you want your kids to have better? Can you do better? Damn. Y'all pray for me. See, wanting a baby and can raise a baby in a safe environment is 2 different things. I'm sorry to Like I'm screaming, but it's two different things. Right. What kind of skills you got besides tarot card reading on the fucking internet and asking for donations? Are you having prenatal care? Are you going to the OBGYN? Do you have a mother support group? Okay. Are you going to therapy your damn self? Are you surrounding yourself with your family? Have you cut off the other members of the cult and not contacting their ass no more? Are you trying to go get some education or a fucking job? Are you trying to find an apartment or some type of program so you can get the damn nursery and shit together? You're bringing a fucking human being into the world. And his baby daddy is a fuck boy. They're over here interfering in somebody else's goddamn marriage, and I got Jaguar Wright arrested. Hell, she got herself arrested too. But goddamn it, he took part. I'm tired. Y'all bringing whole fucking human beings in the world. You should want better for them. So that means you should want to do fucking better too. You see how hard your life was over there with that goddamn nature boy. And if you still doing the same shit you're doing when you were over there with him, you need a life adjustment. That means someone else need to be raising your kids, or you need to be taking some fucking parenting classes. They got this program called Parenting with Love and Limits. It actually teaches some parents who are having trouble with their children, especially their children are acting out or getting in a lot of trouble, like, you know, criminal trouble. She might need it now. Or some version of that. Because what are you talking about, Betty Elliott? She always wanted a baby. There's some teenagers who said that shit at one time too. Oh, I just want a baby because I want someone to love. There's some 20-year-olds probably said that too. Oh yeah, because I think someone said that she ended up leaving or getting kicked out from Yakin, and now that she's over here seeing Soular all over the place, now she's ready. She may want to get back with him for the attention. That's what Suit My for Life said, and I'm thinking like, And she over there dragging them two babies to go see another fucking cult man with 4 kids. Girl, you are stupid. You are plain stupid. And I'm not going to miss my words. And I hope it gets back to you. Your girls are going to end up like you. They're going to choose someone like their father. And they're going to act like you and be irresponsible. Be better for yourself and be better for your daughters so they don't end up with someone like Polygon or Legio. Go back to school, get a regular fucking job, get yourself some fucking therapy and a goddamn support group, a real one, and start talking to them goddamn other members of the fucking cult. Stop getting on the fucking internet and doing the same shit you did when you Legio. It don't make no damn sense. You need some real friends, some real family members. But the ones who are keeping it real with you, you don't want to listen to them. God damn it. Betty Yellow, that is Soular. He used to be with the cult Carbonation. He was the one that was in the video with Jaguar when she was putting the ashes on her face. Hey, ACOJ Willing Women Ministry, you're going to have to pray for me because I've been cussing. I actually advocated for a woman to have an abortion this morning. Because the baby daddy is an ex-cult member fuckboy. And I'm gonna need you to help to deliver me from this cursing spirit too. Y'all check out ACLJ Well and Women Ministry. She has really good devotions and Bible study, and she's a really good singer too. That's what I probably should put on his forehead on this thumbnail. I should put on here ex-carbonation fuckboy. No, I can't put that on the I can't put that on the thumbnail. I should put FN. God damn it. I'm so tired. You got kids involved. Wait, so if she's 4 months pregnant, so when 2 months ago when he left her or broke up with her, did he know that she was pregnant and then still went with Velvet? Nah. See, Oh Lord, I'm so back. I'm supposed to be watching Tasha K, but I'm sorry. I want people. I grew up rough. Okay, I did. You think he probably didn't know? And then maybe she's doing it, and maybe maybe I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Maybe Jenae or Neytiri, or if she want to call herself, maybe she's in a better place. Maybe I saw her in the video with her sisters. They were having a birthday. They were with family. Maybe they were in a maybe she's in a different spot. Maybe she's trying to get her shit together. Maybe she's trying to looking at Velvet like, damn, I can't end up like that. But shit, can y'all please do better? If you can't do better for yourself, can you do better for your kids? Can you? Can you prove your haters wrong? Because some of them think like, oh, we always got something to say about them and it's bad. And okay, then prove us wrong. So we can say, oh, they're doing a good job. Yes, I don't think he know. Well, people have been telling them. Okay, I'm gonna look at the T video. Thank you. Oh, Sonya, me too. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. Lord help me. Give me what I said today. And the thoughts and stuff that came on my mind. Oh. She talking about Amazon wish list, Sarah. Oh, you know what? AC Well Women Ministry. I think you're right. And I think it was and then my thing was he was Soular was sounding like he wasn't really coherent too. So I was like, did you and Jag puff on the same thing? Did y'all take pills? How much drinking did y'all do at the bar? Because they went to get I think Chinese food or something. And then Jag went to the restroom, and then the husband went out for a phone call, and then supposedly Jag demeanor had changed. So I'm thinking like, okay, who knows if Soular had slipped her anything? Oh, and he was the one that told the husband, he even said it himself. Soular was the one that told the husband, like, oh, those two women over there, they must be witches, they must have put something on Jaguar. It probably was him. But I will keep y'all with updates. Here is the playlist again. Like I said, trigger warning. A couple of the videos do show her in a very hey, Christine Parks, either all of the above, like I said, spiritual warfare, being attacked by a demon or a witch, having a psychotic episode, probably been slipped some alcohol or make it or something. Because it just, I see a woman in crisis, and I feel like Soular over there was being, like I said, Eligio Bishop, Nature Boy, aka Nature Boy 2.0. And that husband, he got his problems too, but that he needs to work on himself. The husband and Jag need to work on themselves individually, and they need to work on their marriage. But they can't do that with this little FN boy in the building. And then you had to never have to say like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go somewhere else because I just can't hear." You because you probably gonna get your ass whooped again by the husband if he see you again. No, because he got to deal with his wife being in the goddamn institution because she want to hang out with your ass. Get on my nerves. Okay, y'all. Hey, cutie one. Thank you so much for being here. I'm about to go. And by the way, let me put this in the chat. Y'all, hold on. All right. Wait, cutie one, she's doing what? Oh God. She need to be back in that psych ward. She need to be back in there. She need to be there all MLK weekend. She shouldn't come out till Tuesday. How did you thanks Ocean cutie one? Do you know whose video that it said that in? Okay, y'all. This is Unwind with Tasha K. Okay. She's supposed to be interviewing the accuser, Larry Reed's accuser. And see, and Tokyo Tony is another one. See, I need to do another video, and we need to do a review of Tokyo Tony. I know why Black China acted the way she does. When I saw her own mother was screaming and yelling at her, and this girl had done so much for her mother, but she wasn't raised by her mother. She was raised by her grandmother. But even then, to even bring your real mother, she did a Keisha Cole. She went and got her real mother once she was better and able, so that she could be financially better. But then her mother started tripping on her. Some people have some toxic parents, some narcissistic parents too. Hey, cutie one, I don't know if it's a delay. Do you know what channel or what video you saw that in? Oh, also, Kulu live streaming. Hold on. She was taking my EMT, and there is witness on Down the Rabbit Hole channel. I knew she was going to hospital acting like that too, not going to jail. Okay, I put Down the Rabbit Hole. Did I put Down the Rabbit Hole? I think I did put Down the Rabbit Hole's video in the chat in the what did you call it? I think I did put it in. Let me go just double check. I think I did put Down the Rabbit Hole's video in the playlist. Jesus, fix it. Lord Jesus, fix it. It's more, oh y'all. Whatever God y'all serve, can y'all ask them to help these people? To help us all? Okay. Okay, cutie one, is it the one that says witness speaks, lies and affairs? Is that the one from Down the Rabbit Hole? Or is there another video? Um, and then her other son lives with. Then Jaguar's other son lives with, I think, grandmother. Okay, so the video that Cutie One said about her going to um yeah, it's just, but my thing, you threw ashes on people. Lord, I know, forgive me for the saying this, Jesus. Y'all think they no tea, no shade. Cool live streaming is on too. Everybody's on. Y'all check out everybody. Wait, the barbershop is where he was killed? Oh, is that a different incident? Oh, Ashton spit that as jail time. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, y'all check out Fundy Feed. They've been following Carbonation for a while. Some YouTubers think Soular was paid and sent to the store because of the tea she spilled on Jay-Z and others. That's conspiracy theories, and that's just to take out from the fact that, okay, y'all, this woman is in a mental health crisis. Soular is homeless and a homosexual. He ain't got no place to stay. Jaguar and her husband have a place to stay. They have cars. They have a business. Jaguar is popular. So guess what? That means if he's cool with Jaguar, he got a place to stay, and he's still in the fucking news. Everybody always want to think the elites want to come and take you out. If they wanted to take out Jaguar Wright, they probably would have did it a long time ago. Soular was trying to be there to get her husband out of that house so he could take that man's spot. That's what he was trying to do. Oh, she went to her husband. Her husband was killed. Oh my Lord, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Whew, Lord have mercy. Trouble in my way. I had to cry sometimes. A little awake at night. But that's all right. I know that Jesus will fix it. I know that Jesus will fix it. After a while. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go see what's going on with Tasha K. If I get any more updates about Jaguar, oh, let me share this with y'all too. Hold on. My comrade. Um, okay. My comrade Daryl Moore at 3:30 today is having a Tasha K after party. Remember, he was the first person to report on this incident. Now, FYI, to those people listening to me, I was personally invited by him to come to the live stream, and I'm coming over to support him. And if anyone else wants to come, they can too. Behave yourself. I'm telling people who are coming over with me to behave themselves. But I know I shouldn't have to say that. Y'all good people. Okay? All right? So I'm gonna be cool. You're gonna be cool. We all gonna be cool. We're there to support Daryl. That's what I'm there for. Okay? All right. Okay. Okay, Cutie One, you got a channel? Kitty One, I'm on my phone. Did I make you a mod? Then put your video in the chat. Hey, Keeper 116. Girl. Fix it, Jesus. Help us, mama boy, y'all. Okay. Now let me put Hulu live streaming in here too. These are other YouTubers. They've whew, here you go. All right, that's cool. Live streaming. In case you want to know, he does. Okay, here is Cutie One. Support Cutie One. Yeah, you will see her behavior back then. She is not well and dramatic. Okay. Yeah, please check it out. Thank you, Betty Yellick, Keeper 116, ACLJ Welling Women Ministry, Living Life to the Fullest, Cutie One, Betty Yellick, Christine Parks, Oh Sunny and Me Too. Who else is in here? Lindsay and Muslim and Miss VS Speaks Royally. If you want to know about anything concerning Prince Harry and Meghan, his book just came out. Please go check out VS Speaks Royally. Okay. If you want to know some more things about carbonation, check out Osan Yumi too. Also about the Life Chief Priestess. Another person in the conscious community. And Osan Yumi brings a perspective of other people who are in the Black conscious community who are in Africa and who are in the UK, because she's on the other side. I call the other side of the pond. So if I've missed anyone, please let me know my head, not my heart. I didn't. And Mackie XF23, if you like the things about New York, food, video games, please go listen. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a family member. I gotta go, y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening to me. Bye.